If you're serious about training, you know that building a powerful body is only half the battle. We spend all this time sculpting the machine, right? But how often do we really think about what's under the hood? So today, we're on a mission. We're going to find the world's most effective conditioning workouts by looking at the fittest people on Earth, Olympic athletes. It's time to find out which sports build the biggest engines. Look, we all love lifting heavy. We're obsessed with building the chassis. You know, the muscle, the strength, the frame that looks incredible and can move serious weight. But what about the engine? That cardiovascular system, that work capacity that lets you go harder, for longer, and recover faster. A monster truck with a lawnmower engine, it's just not going to get the job done. So if you are sick and tired of those mind-numbing hours on the treadmill, you've come to the right place. This is not about just doing your cardio. This is about forging a massive engine. We're talking about developing the kind of work capacity that makes you better in the gym and pretty much everywhere else. To figure this out, we went digging through the data. We're looking at the caloric expenditure of different Olympic sports, drawing from sports science analysis. Now, why calories? Because the number of calories you burn per hour is an awesome way to measure metabolic demand and pure, raw intensity. It tells us which sports demand the absolute most from an athlete's engine. So let's find out who the real calorie kings are. All right, it's time for the main event. We are counting down the top 5 most demanding Olympic sports based on the insane number of calories they torch per hour. Let's kick things off with number 5. Starting our list at number 5, we've got Olympic combat sports. Think Judo and Taekwondo. And let me tell you, if you think these are just about technique, think again. These sports are absolute metabolic blowtorches. So what makes them so tough? Well, it's this crazy combination of explosive, full-body moves. We're talking throws, kicks, grappling, all while constantly reacting. You're exploding into action, changing direction on a dime, and trying to recover in seconds. It's basically a non-stop, high-intensity interval session with almost zero rest. And the numbers, they don't lie. A 185-pound athlete can burn around 882 calories an hour doing this stuff. That is a serious, serious energy cost, and it really shows you the power of mixing strength, speed, and endurance. A great start, but trust me, we're just getting warmed up. Coming in hot at number 4 is a machine you've definitely seen at the gym, but maybe you've underestimated it. Rowing. At the Olympic level, this isn't just cardio. It's a brutal test of full body power. What makes rowing just so ridiculously effective is that it's one of the only true total body workouts out there. The power starts with a massive leg drive, gets transferred through your back, and is finished with your arms. For all you lifters, picture this, doing a non-stop superset of leg presses and seated rows for an hour. That's the kind of work we're talking about. And whoa, check out this jump in the numbers. We're now up to an estimated 1,302 calories per hour for our 185-pound athlete. That long, powerful, continuous pull just keeps the heart rate and oxygen demand totally sky high. Okay, we've officially broken the 1,000 calorie an hour mark. We are now entering the elite tier. So let's get into the top 3, because this is where things get truly insane. Snagging the bronze medal position for calorie burn is track cycling. And no, we are not talking about a leisurely bike ride through the park. This is high-speed, high-resistance racing, where athletes have legs that look like tree trunks for a very, very good reason. See, track cycling is all about one thing: generating maximum power. These athletes are pushing against insane resistance at incredible speeds. They're using the biggest muscles in their bodies, the glutes and quads, and pushing them to their absolute limit. It's basically like doing your heaviest leg day, but it lasts for an hour. The sustained power output is just brutal. And what does that kind of effort cost your body? About 1,411 calories per hour. That's what happens when you turn your lower body into a full-blown metabolic furnace and just let it rip. Our runner-up taking home the silver medal is maybe the most iconic endurance event on the planet, the marathon. This is the ultimate test of human willpower and metabolic efficiency. The key thing to understand here is the relentless pace of an elite marathon. These athletes are using their biggest muscles, their legs, non-stop for over 2 hours. The data shows that the great Eliud Kipchoge burned over 2,300 calories during his race. The pace is simply unforgiving. So, for our 185-pound athlete, that translates to a staggering 1,764 calories per hour. Sustaining that kind of output is why these runners are legendary. But here's the crazy part. believe it or not, there's still one sport that burns even more. We've made it. We are at the top of the mountain. We've seen combat sports, rowing, cycling, running, all incredible displays of fitness. But one sport stands completely alone as the undisputed king of calorie burn. So, what do you think it is? What is the single most metabolically demanding Olympic sport on the entire planet? The winner is competitive swimming, specifically the high drag strokes like butterfly and breaststroke. And this quote right here explains exactly why. It's the only activity on our list that forces you to use nearly every single muscle in your body all at once against the constant, unforgiving resistance of water. And here it is, the number that puts swimming in a whole different universe. A jaw-dropping 2,546 calories per hour. That's almost 800 calories more than running a marathon. That combination of full-body muscle use and water resistance makes elite swimming the untouchable, undisputed calorie-burning champion. So, what in the world does this all mean for you and your training? This isn't just some fun list, it's a blueprint. Let's break down the key lessons from these Olympic beasts that you can use to build your own elite engine. When you really look at all these sports, it all boils down to 3 core principles. Number 1, go full body. Swimming and rowing prove that the more muscle you get in on the action, the more calories you burn. Simple. Number 2, use large muscles. Cycling and running scream this at us. Your legs and glutes are your body's engine. Use them. And number 3, embrace intensity. Every single sport on this list involves explosive, non-stop, or high-resistance effort. And if you need to see it to believe it, just look at this chart. Look at that staircase, going from combat sports at around 880 all the way up to swimming at over 2,500. The difference is not small. It's absolutely monumental. This shows that how you train your engine matters. A lot. So, the big takeaway here is clear. Whether you pick up rowing, start doing sprints, or design your own high-intensity circuits, just apply these principles. Go full body, use your biggest muscles, and don't be afraid to push the intensity. You've worked your tail off to build an impressive chassis. Now it's time to build an engine to match. Hey, if you found this helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you level up your training.